Have you ever wanted to say something to someone and have them say something back? Welcome to Candid Conversations. Let's chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 227. Hey, Regina King, how you doing? Episode 227 of the Candid Conversations. We are here with Paul of the Heavyweights Brass Band. How you doing?
Hey, doing good. Nice intro. That's great. Yeah, good energy.
As soon as I heard the 227, I was like, yo, that was honestly a show that I came up on when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember that show?
What? No, I don't think I know that one.
Oh.
What was it?
No.
What was it? What kind of show was it?
It was basically like to make it easier to reference, it was basically like a black Golden Girls.
Okay, yeah.
But the format was different. It was more like a family-oriented format.
All right.
And like they had like you know your family situations where you know the kids doing something that the parents don't agree with, or you know that kind of stuff. They have the sassy neighbor, they got the grouchy neighbor,
all right,
and
nice.
They got the peppy neighbor, right? So it's an interesting show. Like anybody who hasn't seen it before, take it a minute to watch 227.
Yeah. Well, I guess I have to do that after this. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, man, get some good laughs.
Yeah,
like, I watched that after I watched Golden Girls, and I saw a lot of parallels.
Oh well, it would be like a whole evening you had all worked out. That's good.
Oh yeah, definitely. I am no stranger to some of these shows that people think like. I like watching shows that people would not expect me to watch.
Okay, yeah.
You know, nice. It gives me that culture shock ability to shock with culture kind of thing.
Hey, there it is. Yeah. Bring the title back in there. Yeah, nice.
You see it. Awesome. Shameless self-promotion.
Yeah, that's good. That's
good. What we do, you know.
Yeah.
So now we were talking off camera. You have been with this band for about 15 years, you say?
Yeah, it's been some time. Yeah.
What is the glue that holds this band together?
I think it's just our love of New Orleans music, and just like the way we get a connection with an audience that you can get. So we all started out as jazz musicians, the jazz school thing. We're all into, like, you know, I started listening to, you know, 50s tenor players and very like straight ahead swing jazz music. And when you play that, it's like, it's great, like audiences are into it and it's fun. But then when we found New Orleans music, just the energy you get is like a whole different level than it is from like a more like straight ahead jazz group, and we just all got hooked on it. So we're just like, we got to keep doing this, like just never stop. Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. And yeah, there's something about the New Orleans jazz vibe, like it's fluctuating frequencies and tones and melodies, but it's not sloppy. It doesn't, like, it sounds like it's well orchestrated to be like messy at the right time until then, you know what I mean? It's
it picks its moments organized to be like wild. Totally.
I find that I've never been to New Orleans myself, but I've always thought about going, probably not in this climate.
I know, not right now would be not great.
There's just something about it that doesn't seem settling with me. But
I was thinking of going in the summer once, and I think I looked up the weather, and I think the phrase it even said on the network was oppressive. that was what it was, and I'm like, it's okay. I think maybe I won't go. I've been in March before, and that was awesome. March is sweet in New Orleans. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not leaving a hot climate to go to a hotter climate.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It just doesn't sound like it makes sense to me. I don't know. And I'm not knocking anybody, you know what I mean? If you have a reason, then by all means, but I can't see it as sensible for me.
Yeah, and a lot of New Orleans musicians do that too. So they'll like tour in Europe like now because it's nicer, not as hot.
Yeah. You gotta, like, if you have your opportunity, you gotta follow the climate that's most suitable.
yeah, it's definitely.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee. Okay, so
we actually played. We were playing a parade out in Eglinton West for this festival just on Saturday. So it was like in the middle of the day out on the street playing as a band, and it was rough. It was painful.
Because the pavement, the heat just comes up off
Yeah,
of the pavement.
yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah. It was the times that we were noticing this, like when you're taking in the air to breathe into the horn, it's like the air is hard to bring in.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
My fiance was just saying, I'm lucky. She goes, you're lucky. Your job has you inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sitting under fans right now. It's what's up. We were
Yeah,
just,
yeah. No, it's good. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just did something on her job site that had us. We were landscaping actually,
yeah.
and then because her business is called Jackson of all trades, after we finished landscaping, we ended up washing a car. Then
Okay, yeah,
after we washed the car, one of my associates contacted me about something that's in my wheelhouse, which is audio installation.
yeah.
So
Nice,
I had to
nice.
drive across town and then show him how to install his stereo system
All
because his
right.
car
Yeah.
is overcharging his battery. He needs to install an amp. So I'm
Ah.
like, okay. And then as I'm on my way over there, I'm like, I got a podcast at 3.
Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta go. Yeah, nice, nice. As you're saying all this, like the kind of the madness all happening at once, for sure.
It is. It's just all over the place. And like, I wouldn't change it because if I did, then I'd probably be doing less.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. I always think when I'm really busy at this time of year, I'm like, no, this is what I wanted. This is what I worked towards. This is the thing.
Yes.
It's like if
Gotta
I didn't
remind
get
me.
it, if I didn't get the calls, then I'd be no, that's like that's not what I wanted.
100%. I agree with
Definitely.
you. So
Yeah.
it's like people got. That's why I finally learned why the adage is as sensible as it is. Be careful what you wish for, because if you wish for something and you get it and it's not what you want, it's still your fault because you wished for it.
Yeah, because you wish for it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, totally.
I don't have the keys. Okay, the keys are with the lady. Okay. Yes, this is Candid Conversations, episode 227. You know what else I find funny? Let's talk about manifestation for a second.
All right.
I was we were watching the show. We were rewatching the series 227 on City TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I, in my brazen self, decided to tweet Regina King and say, hey, why isn't there a reboot for 227?
Okay. Yeah. Bring it back. Yeah.
Then I went back to watch it on CTV a couple days later, and it was gone from CTV.
Oh, even the older episodes were gone.
Even the older episodes.
Oh no. Yeah.
Gone from
Was
CTV
that moment
entirely.
right there? Like you did it? You made it?
Yo, bro, you ever have a moment where you feel like you did something? Like, I know for 100% fact that I'm part of the reason why Pogs aren't as popular anymore. We'll get back to
You've brought that down. Actually, I don't want to listen to his or anyone else's now. Yeah,
no, I'm telling you. Look, man. Okay, with Pogs, my principal was a stickler. He didn't want anybody to fight over anything, and he was whatever, like one of those guys. So I remember I was playing, and it took me forever to get this slammer. And I got the slammer, and I was playing someone that I knew was better than me, stupidly. And I wanted his slammer. And the way he won the game, my brain would not accept it.
Okay.
It would not accept the way I lost. So I kicked his hand, I grabbed all the Pogs I could, and I bolted to the teacher.
Wow. 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 All right. Yeah, that's one way to kind of win, I guess. Yeah, one way to...
I bolted to the teacher, and he got there like a couple seconds after me. And when the teacher saw we were fighting over the Pogs, she went to the principal. Principal made like 3 phone calls right in front of me. Said, this is the kind of foolishness that's going to happen over these stupid things. Called the board, called my parents, and then called the superintendent. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you were like, maybe I should have just given up the pod. Maybe, maybe that was
I think about it. But this is episode 227 of Candid Conversations with Paul from Heavyweights Brass Band. We will be right back.
All right.
All right. So we are back.
Yeah.
With Paul. So what are the names? What are the names of the band members, and what are their instruments?
All right. So we don't always have in our albums up to now 2 trumpet players, but that's we're kind of rolling with the 6-piece now. So we have 2 trumpet players at the moment. We got John Pittman, who's been a long time member, and a younger, energetic, fantastic writer and trumpet player, Kay Murphy. And then we've got I'm playing Paul Metcalf, and I play saxophone. And then we have RJ Satchathananthan on trombone. And we've got, actually, it's a brother combo. We've got Nolan Murphy on tuba or sousaphone, and we've got Lowell Whitty on drums.
Okay, all right. That's a full set. That's a full
Yeah.
set right there.
Yeah. It's a good group.
What is your favorite song to play?
Oh, like of the new ones?
Of the new ones, yeah.
Of the new ones. Oh, I'm gonna probably say the one that's like, I mean, that we kind of different styles in this one, some kind of funky ones, some kind of more like kind of more of the New Orleans second line feel. And that second line feel always gets me. So I think it's probably gonna be Greater Good, which is a tune that that Nolan wrote.
Okay, all right. So you know what? We have that right here. Let me just take that out of
Oh
the
yeah.
mix and throw it in there.
Oh, and
Let's hear it.
actually, what you got to do too, that
Yeah.
one segues right into the next tune, "Hit Me 5." So maybe just do it as as together. Yeah.
All right. So we got a 1-2 punch coming
Yeah.
up. Greater
yeah.
Good and Hit Me 5. Let's go.
Nice.
This one has some stank on it.
Yeah. It's got that edge. Sure.
That edge. Yeah. It's not just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even like the regular head movement. It's just like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, how can something so staccato be so smooth?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's true.
Right? Like,
Yeah. Oh man, and it's sweet too. I get to do it. I get to do a solo coming up on this, and I just love the groove just playing with this.
Yeah, man, it's there. Okay. Wow.
All right, nice.
That was a groove right there.
Yeah. So both those tunes by Nolan, our tuba player. You can tell he
Okay.
gets some extra notes in the ones that he writes.
Yeah. That was the bass,
Yeah.
like I was following that the whole way, and like everything else,
Yeah.
everything I was perceiving everything that was happening. Like it was like one had me moving like one part of my body, and then the next part, like had me moving my head, and then
Nice.
like collectively, like I had a whole groove going where I was just like,
Yeah.
that's the music. That's the kind of music I like to listen to. Where
Nice. Well, that's
I'm
awesome. Yeah.
enchanted by it. Yes.
Nice. Sweet.
All right. This is episode 227
Yeah.
of Candid Conversations. We're here with Paul of the Heavyweights Brass Band, and we will be right back after this message from people. All right, and we're back.
All right.
My episode
Wow, you got sponsorship from people. That's amazing.
from people. Yeah. I gotta see. They don't tell me who they're putting. They don't tell me who they're putting in at the break. They just tell me you gotta leave a break. So I gotta leave the break.
That's good.
Okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
Has the band ever had someone put vocals to a composition that you've structured?
We have, yeah. So this album is just us, and so we often have special guests. This we happen to do just instrumental, just that's just what we happen to write this time. But yeah, we've had some great vocal ones. Like I've written a couple that have vocals. There's one called Booze Hounds, which is a tune from our second album, Brastronomical. We got Jay Douglas on that one, who's an awesome singer, really good. He does a lot of like reggae stuff in town.
Okay.
And he's like yeah, fantastic. We had Jackie Richardson play on one in our actually the title track of our album, This City. So she did the tune This City in that one. And then we actually had Sate played a blues with us in our first album. I don't know if you know her or not, but she's a beast. Yeah. So yeah, she came in, and that was because our first album, like we didn't know what we were doing as much, and like she just came in and just ran the show, and it was awesome. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got a couple vocal ones, but I'm trying to think if there's other ones. Yeah, I think there's. Oh yeah, we have this Dance Out on the Corner tune that we did on the This City one too. We had this singer that this Marla Dixon, who actually she was kind of right before our band started. She kind of led another group that a bunch of us were in, and now she's leading a band down in New Orleans. So she leads this like
Oh,
shotgun jazz band down there, like a more of like a trad band. So we got her on a track just to almost for nostalgia.
nice. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
they say not to judge a book by its cover, but we all know as musicians, we like to title our songs in a way that'll grab attention, right?
Yeah.
So I have to ask, what is splaka?
Oh yeah, so that's RJ's tune, and yeah, I know it's like where does that name come from? So what he did is this percussion thing. So the tune starts with the drums, so it's a drum sound, splaka, 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 splaka.
Okay.
So that's how he explained how the song goes when he first showed it to us. Yeah,
Okay, let's hear what this song
yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like.
yeah. It's good time. All right.
It's like the ending was abrupt for me.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Really moving to it. It's like I was in and I'm like, where'd it go?
Yeah, yeah. I had that groove going. What happened? Yeah.
Like, what was I? What did I do? What was I doing?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's good though. I mean, it's better than you wanting it ending earlier if you wanted longer. That's cool.
Yes, yes. There.
That means
You
it's a
know
good. That
what?
means it's a good groove. Yeah.
Exactly. I've heard like when I listen to rock on the radio, the last 2 minutes is just repeating the same phrase. Like I changed the
Yeah,
channel.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's one
yeah,
thing I like
yeah.
about jazz. Its footprint is so original as the phrases go on.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Like there's always like what's gonna happen next. You're never completely sure.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, definitely. Oh man, speaking of what's gonna happen next, we have another commercial break coming up. But before we go, quickly, um,
Yeah.
what are your top five instruments
It's top
in no
five
specific order?
instruments.
Top five
What?
favorite instruments in no specific order.
Oh, in no specific order. I mean, I said we're a brass band. We gotta love the brass. So I mean,
Okay,
I'm a
okay,
woodwind player. So I play saxophone. Tenor's my main one, but I play tenor. This probably wouldn't count as four, but tenor, tenor, alto, bari, soprano, saxophones, and then I
oh,
guess
that
so. I guess
counts.
number that yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty straight. I mean, the bari saxophone's a great time too. There's a couple actually. Maybe it's the next track we should do. I'm playing bari on it too. But
Okay,
then I'd say like flute and clarinet are my two other ones, and then I got to go with the other brass ones. So I'm going to say tuba and trumpet. I got to put trombone in there too. I know that was six, but
all right. Yeah, the trombone's a tricky beast. All
it's
right,
hard. No, it's not an easy instrument for sure.
all right. We'll be right back.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, no, we were just talking about the trombone. To land at the right area on the slide
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a challenge.
definitely. Yeah, it's tricky, and there's just the mouth involved, like the all the things you have to do to make a note come out on trombone is a lot of work and a lot of like really getting the spot so perfect.
Yeah. My daughter plays the saxophone actually.
Oh, nice, awesome.
Yeah, she likes it. She just finished her first year of grade 9.
Nice, nice.
Proud of her for, getting through that. She had a little bit of a hiccup with a couple of things, but she came through.
Yeah, but it was good.
So
It's
I
good.
gotta,
Yeah, nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
I
yep.
mean, yeah. Did she play alto or
Also, yeah.
yeah, yeah. A lot of kids
She,
start on alto.
she wants either an oboe or a bassoon. And I was like, at first I was
Whoa.
like, okay, yeah, sure. Then I looked at the price of the oboe or the bassoon. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay, so do you
they're
want the car or do you want the instrument?
they're
Because,
definitely rarer for sure. They're harder
oh,
to
yeah.
find.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
yeah.
never played a
Like,
double reed actually. Yeah.
no. And I mean, the thing is, I like the fact that she wants to challenge herself, but it's also a challenge for me.
Yeah, yeah, that is. Yeah. Yeah, the reeds are kind of wild with those ones too. Like you can't just buy them in the store. Like usually like you take lessons with someone and they make them. I used to have a bassoon player roommate and they'd have reed making parties where they just buy the cane and then they're actually shaving, like cutting the reeds off of it. Yeah, it's like
Wow.
it's a whole culture around the bassoon. So yeah,
There is a
yeah, it's its own
lifestyle that
world. Yeah,
I did
yeah.
not know about that. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're getting into a whole world, and
Yep, yep.
the
Well,
bassoon it's the thumbs. The like with saxophone, it's just the one kind of thumb key. With bassoon, there's
yeah.
like 4 or 5 of them down there. You have to do with your left hand, which is kind of crazy.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah,
Okay. That is that is interesting. I
yeah.
haven't even seen one in person, so
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's interesting though. You were saying there was a
Yeah.
song that you played the Barry
Yes.
sax in?
Yeah. So Carnicero, it's more of yeah, like Cuban-ish sounding, Latin-ish sounding, kind of the connection with New Orleans and how close to Cuba it is. That it's got that kind of the feel to it.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Carnicero.
That's it. All
That was
right, yeah, there it is.
I like that. I like see that one. I was able to like come down from a little easier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, because kind of like, yeah, I had it set up like sort of like the ending's coming, like you have a feeling.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that. Like I love everything I've heard so far. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Nice.
I am. You know the calypso song "Blame It on the Music."
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's my vibe. Like I
Nice, yeah.
just how I feel is a lot dependent on some of the music that I listen to. I raised my daughter on jazz.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
stereotypically a hip hop artist, but I've done reggae, I've done death metal, and I've done a couple other genres. So
Yeah.
it's just there's something about jazz that has so much life to it that everybody needs to at least have one jazz song they can like.
Right, yeah, yeah. Well, it's such a like wide genre, I think, compared to even like a lot of the other ones. It's just there's so many different directions for it to go. Like
Yep.
listening to a Sidney Bechet song is going to be a lot different than listening to a Roy Hargrove song. So like that
And
kind
then you
of,
get a
yeah.
Dave Brubeck, and it's just like a
Right,
whole
yeah.
different game in
That's a whole
itself.
other thing. Yeah, you get the Paul
Oh
Desmond
yeah.
tone in there. Yeah, yeah,
What? Let's talk about Brubeck for a second. What is
yeah.
with the different time signatures all over the
They
place?
they they got into it. Yeah, they got into it at a certain
Like
time. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like they said that we want to make something that's structured well enough for everyone to play for years to come.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Now let's throw some time changes in there.
Yeah,
But
yeah, now let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, they were really I think often that jazz musicians they do this. There's a lot of different tunes that are like that where they're trying to challenge themselves. So they're like, I want to work on something in 5. So then they write a song in 5 and then that ends up being their hit song and then that's what they're playing in all the time. Then so
yep,
yeah.
yep,
Yeah, they're like want to work on. You get the same thing with like Joe Henderson like really liked working on major sharp 11 chord, so he wrote all these tunes that had that just so we could work on it, and then it's like, oh, but that's the tunes he's known for. So it's
yep. It's
yeah,
funny
yeah,
how that happens.
yeah, or like Coltrane on Giant Steps, that was always yeah.
Yeah, who was it that had the triplets? Oh my gosh.
The triplets.
There was someone I
Well,
remember playing
Brubeck
it.
has that one tune that has a lot of triplets in it, but but
Maybe it was him again. Like there's
yeah.
like not
Yeah, not that one.
that's
So that's
Brubeck.
take 5. Yeah, that's
Take,
Brubeck. Yeah.
yeah, that one. Oh my gosh. I had to play the drums for that.
Oh,
So
right.
like,
Okay. Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
buddy, let me tell you, that took me for a ride because
Yeah.
I'm playing the whole
Yeah.
percussion set and it's just I look like I'm an octopus by the time I got halfway through the song.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, like what's going on? What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah, like wood blocks here. You got to hit the chimes over here while you hit
Right.
the wood
Yeah.
blocks over here. Like,
Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
I made it work. I made it work. Oh
Yeah.
man, episode 227 of Candid Conversations. We are here with Paul of the Heavyweights Brass Band. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we can have more of the band on another show.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
do.
yeah. We're hard to all get
We,
in the same place. It's hard enough for us to rehearse, I find.
I was I was
But,
I was
yeah.
gonna ask, but I'll ask after the commercial break.
Okay.
Okay, so now when it comes to coordinating, like how do you guys do that? Because I know when it comes to like 3, 4 people or two people,
Yeah.
it's hard to get them in the same place at the same
No,
time. So
it's very difficult. Like we have to have a goal. Like we're not a band. There's some bands that do like, oh, we always rehearse Monday nights or we always do like this time and they have set things.
mhm,
But yeah, our band there's just there's everyone's got a lot on the go, which is awesome. I mean, everyone's an incredible musician, so they always have all these million, everyone's in a dozen different bands. So so they're
yep,
doing stuff and bands and teaching and like all the things. So so we kind of have to have a goal. So I think the last time we really rehearsed a lot was actually before recording this album because we're like, okay, we got to do that before recording the album at least. Yeah. But then a lot of
yeah,
time it's like, okay, we've got a gig coming up that's like a big gig. So now we gotta get together. So we're like making a priority to be in the same place at the same time. But often it's like
okay,
we'll have to be like, okay, late at night on a weekday is the only time we can find to actually all be somewhat available. So yeah. No, it's a
uh,
crazy thing to do. Yeah. It's super hard.
oh man, it sounds like a lot of juggling, but hey, you
Yeah.
make it work, and
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that,
No, we do it. Yeah.
the
And the thing
sound is
is,
very cohesive.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it definitely has like it has its core, it has its sound, and it's cool. Some of the younger guys coming into the band too, because they know the band sound and they're writing tunes that kind of fit with the sound that we like already have, and so it's established enough that it can just fit into new tunes like that, which is sweet.
Okay, well, this is the part of the show where I'd like to flip the script. Now, when
Okay.
I flip the script, I give the guest the opportunity to be the host and ask whatever questions they may have or make whatever statements they may have. So,
Yeah.
just in case, we wanted to talk about something that we might have skipped over. So, Paul, you have the floor as we flip the script.
So I'm gonna talk about the band, talk about whatever things I want to talk about. Yeah.
Whatever you want
So,
to talk about, the floor is yours.
yeah, well, I wanna hear about your hip hop influences. That's what that's what I want to hear. So
Um,
and how that connects to the jazz things.
I've done a lot of jazz infused hip hop instrumentals.
Yeah,
So I like to kind of mix it up in that way. Like I have a song called Push,
yeah.
and that was actually the song that had it's not jazz, but it had an Eddie Money sample from Take Me Home Tonight.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And that's the only song that bridged the gap between mine and my fiance's playlist. She had the
Oh,
original song
nice.
on there.
Yeah,
Then she
yeah.
heard the sample in my song. She said, that sounds like I said that is.
Right.
And then, kind of, so my connection to jazz is kind of similar to that, where there's a couple of songs they heard and it has the instrumental infused with like, the jazz kind of sound.
Right. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Well, I am a huge, huge Roy Hargrove fan, and that Hard Groove album is always one of those ones that really, really hits me in that jazz hip hop combination. Like
Yeah.
the common freestyle on that one tune is I could listen to that forever. Yeah, it's
Oh
so
man.
good.
Yeah. Common is a
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so
Like,
nice. Yeah.
and he speaks so like he speaks in a manner that is so, I want to say prophetic. Prophetic is the word that keeps coming to mind, but it's like
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
it's like he speaks with the power of a prophet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I
For
mean when
sure.
I'm saying that? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what I'm like. You're hanging on to his words as he's talking, kind of thing.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah. It just draws you in immediately. Yeah. And you get because then you get that with like the grooves that Roy Hargrove set up. So it's just like it just works so well. I always
Yeah,
like that. I'm always into that combination.
yeah. That's
Yeah, it's sweet.
awesome. That's awesome. You know what? This has been a great conversation. I'm glad
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
got to connect. I do a show at the end of the year called The Celebration of Celebrations.
Okay.
And it's basically my take on Ryan Seacrest's New Year's Eve, except it's a
Okay.
lot more elaborate because
Okay.
instead
Wow. A
of
lot more elaborate.
a
Nice.
lot more elaborate. Instead of just having people standing on different corners in New York, I reach out to people from all corners of the world,
Nice.
and we go from 12 o'clock till no, we go from about 8 o'clock till about 12 midnight.
Woo.
But we go across all the different time zones,
Nice. Nice.
and then we play and feature a talent from each of those time zones
Oh,
coming
sweet.
back to
Nice.
Canada at 12 o'clock. So if that sounds like something that's interesting, I would love to have you guys participate by way of either sending in footage from a performance,
Yeah.
or even like something like or taking some time to like record like a quick holiday message kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
know it's June, but it's this
Oh
time
no,
next
it's
week
okay.
is July.
Yeah, we actually have a we have like a Christmas tune even. So it's Christmassy. It's not really New Year's
That's
ish,
fine.
but
No,
but yeah. Yeah.
holiday-ish.
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 We do have a holiday-ish tune. Yeah. It's actually about my I'm from Winnipeg originally, so
Okay.
it's about how cold it is in Winnipeg. It's like if it ain't festive, then it's just cold. That's the words to it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a very true fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to find the fun in the
Exactly. Yeah.
in the
So that's the
situation.
tune. Yeah. So I'll send you that one. That'd be sweet.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. So we'll get that going, and then
Nice.
yeah. All right. What else?
Okay.
It's hot as Hades out there. So
Oh yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
the like my brain's melt. Y'all usually see me in a hat. I am dripping right now. That's why I got my towel on. I understand why. So like you could literally call me a word that I'm not gonna say because it sounds like I'm saying it about someone else, and this is replayed on next week at 8 a.m. So I don't want people to be at me. Oh, you said this phrase, and it led us to believe you're talking about this set of people, and we don't want all of that. We don't want all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
It's sometimes it's way more simple than it sounds.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just like, you can see it all on me everywhere. Yeah. The grease is all there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't get that cleaned up.
It's amazing. But
Yeah.
like, you see, that's the thing about Canada, though.
Mhm.
Like, we have this now, and like in 3-4 months, we're gonna be talking about how we want this back. So
Yeah.
you know what?
I gotta enjoy this moment for when it is. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
exactly what it is. I'm gonna take this for what it is. I'm gonna enjoy this for what it is, and we just
Yeah.
gonna continue doing what we gotta do to get to where we gotta be.
Definitely.
All right. So oh man, I gotta update
Right.
my radio station. So I'm gonna take a couple of these songs and throw them in the mix.
All right.
And then yeah, we'll reconnect, and
Yeah.
we'll connect and talk about the show at the end of the
Nice.
year.
Yeah, and I'll go watch 227. That'll be the.
There you go. Yeah, y'all go watch 227. You're welcome, Regina King. See, I'm trying to help. All right. For Paul of the Heavyweights Brass Band, go check them out on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Google them. You know what's up. And
Right, awesome.
It's The Block on Twitch, on X, on Instagram. It's The Block Online. On Facebook, it's David The Block Terrell. Any other place, you might not find me because I don't want to be there. Bless up. We out.
All right.